Imagine living in a town where you can't drive to the next city because there are no roads at all, no highways, no traffic jams, and no road trips. In some of America's most remote communities, planes and boats are the only way in or out. Today, we're exploring the incredible American towns where roads simply don't exist. Number 10. Port Allsworth, Alaska. Hidden deep within the Alaskan wilderness, Port Allsworth is surrounded by mountains, lakes, and endless forests. This tiny community sits near Lake Clark National Park and offers some of the most spectacular scenery in America. But there is one major difference between Port Allsworth and most American towns. No roads connect it to the rest of the state. Everything from groceries and construction materials to medical supplies arrives by small aircraft. Residents depend on planes for transportation throughout the year. Despite its isolation, the town has become a paradise for outdoor lovers. Fishing, hiking, kayaking, and wildlife viewing are part of everyday life. People here trade convenience for incredible natural beauty. Living in Port Allsworth means waking up every morning surrounded by untouched wilderness and enjoying a lifestyle far removed from busy modern cities. Number 9. Anaktivuk Pass, Alaska. Located in the heart of the Brooks Range Mountains, Anaktivuk Pass is one of the most remote communities in North America. Snow-covered mountains surround the village in every direction. During winter, the landscape becomes a frozen world of white peaks and endless tundra. No road reaches this community. Planes provide the only reliable transportation connection to the outside world. Life here can be challenging. Temperatures often drop far below freezing, and winter conditions can last for months. Yet residents have successfully adapted to this harsh environment for generations. Traditional culture remains an important part of life, and many local customs have been preserved despite the village's remote location. For visitors, arriving in Anaktivuk Pass feels like stepping into a completely different world. Number 8. Kaktovik, Alaska. Far above the Arctic Circle sits the small coastal community of Kaktovik. Located beside the Arctic Ocean, Kaktovik experiences some of the most extreme conditions in the United States. Winters are long, cold, and dark, while summers bring nearly endless daylight. Roads do not connect Kaktovik to any other city. Instead, residents depend on aircraft for transportation and supplies. The village has become famous for something extraordinary: polar bears. Every year, visitors travel here, hoping to see these magnificent animals in their natural habitat. The surrounding landscape is vast and wild. Endless tundra stretches toward the horizon, while Arctic waters crash against the coastline. Few places in America feel more remote than Kaktovik. Number 7. Gamble, Alaska. Our next destination sits on St. Lawrence Island in the Bering Sea. Gamble is one of America's westernmost communities and lies surprisingly close to Russia. There are no roads connecting this island village to mainland Alaska. Travelers must arrive by plane or boat. The weather here can be extreme. Powerful winds, heavy snow, and rough seas regularly challenge residents. Yet people have lived in this region for centuries. The surrounding waters support a rich variety of wildlife, and the community maintains strong cultural traditions connected to the sea. Standing on the island, visitors quickly realize how isolated Gamble truly is. Number 6. St. Paul Island, Alaska. Located in the middle of the Bering Sea, St. Paul Island feels completely separated from the rest of the world. The island's small population relies on aircraft and ships for transportation and supplies. Roads connect parts of the island itself, but there are no roads connecting it to mainland America. Nature dominates life here. Massive cliffs, dramatic coastlines, and huge colonies of seabirds create unforgettable scenery. During certain seasons, thousands of seals gather along the shoreline. The island's isolation has helped preserve its natural beauty, making it one of Alaska's hidden treasures. Number 5. Point Hope, Alaska. Point Hope is one of the oldest continuously inhabited settlements in North America. This remarkable community sits on a narrow stretch of land extending into the Arctic Ocean. No roads connect Point Hope to other Alaskan communities. Everything must arrive by aircraft or seasonal shipping routes. The surrounding landscape is unlike anything most Americans have ever seen. Vast tundra, icy coastlines, and endless skies create a feeling of complete isolation. Despite the challenges, residents have built a strong and resilient community that continues to thrive in one of the most remote environments in the country. Number 4. Little Diomede, Alaska. Few places on Earth are as isolated as Little Diomede. This tiny village sits on a rocky island in the Bering Strait between Alaska and Russia. The island is steep, rugged, and surrounded by icy waters. Because of its location, there are no roads and almost no room for vehicles. Transportation depends on helicopters, small aircraft, and seasonal ice conditions. Life here requires determination and adaptability. Powerful storms regularly hit the island, and winter conditions can be severe. Yet residents continue to call this extraordinary place home. What makes Little Diomede even more fascinating is that on clear days, people can actually see Russia across the water. Number 3. King Cove, Alaska. King Cove is surrounded by dramatic mountains, rugged coastlines, and some of Alaska's most beautiful scenery. Although the community has limited local road networks, it remains largely isolated from major transportation systems. Many residents still rely heavily on planes and boats for access to essential services and travel. Weather plays a major role in daily life. Storms, fog, and strong winds can sometimes delay transportation for days. Despite these challenges, King Cove remains one of Alaska's most scenic coastal communities. The combination of mountains, ocean views, and remote wilderness creates an unforgettable landscape. Number 2. Diomede Region, Alaska. Near the edge of the United States lies one of the most fascinating places in North America. The Diomede area is home to tiny settlements surrounded by icy seas and extreme Arctic weather. There are no highways, no major roads, and no easy routes connecting these communities to the outside world. Transportation depends almost entirely on aircraft. For much of the year, residents live surrounded by snow, ice, and ocean. The isolation may seem difficult, but many people here value the strong sense of community and connection to nature that comes with living in such a remote place. Number 1. Utqiagvik, Alaska. Taking the number 1 spot is Utqiagvik, the northernmost city in the United States. Located on the edge of the Arctic Ocean, this incredible city has no road connection to the rest of Alaska. Planes serve as the primary link between Utqiagvik and the outside world. Life here is unlike anywhere else in America. During winter, the sun disappears below the horizon for weeks. During summer, daylight can continue for months. Residents have learned to adapt to one of the most extreme climates on Earth while maintaining a vibrant and thriving community. The endless Arctic landscape, frozen coastline, and unique way of life make Utqiagvik one of the most extraordinary places in the United States. And perhaps the most remarkable thing of all is that despite being part of one of the world's most developed countries, reaching this city still requires leaving the road behind.